Jason and Brad drafted dinger, swinging for that big first place. Two clowns chasing their yacht life, trash talk flying all over the place. Jason and Brad drafted dinger, click picks, laughing at the risk. Two fools banging on a boat trip, one shot, two mics, same wish. Their reach was brutal. Yeah, your last pick hurt worse. One eye on the player cue, one eye on the purse. Take the vet, nah, take the rookie. Your board's cooked, your take stink. But if that prize hits their wallet, they'll be waving from the deck with a drink. Jason and Brad drafted dinger, swinging for that big first place. Two clowns chasing their yacht life, trash talk flying all over the place. Jason and Brad drafted dinger, click picks, laughing at the risk. Two fools banging on a boat trip, one shot, two mics, same wish.
Evening, everyone. Welcome into another fun-filled installment of Jason and Brad Drafted Dinger. My name is Jason, aka Woo Woo J Train, and I am joined by my co-host and good friend Brad at BRDMC3. Brad, how are you doing today?
I'm doing just fine. I'm just happy to get to join your presence as the star of the show, as Sheep said so kindly yesterday on his thing with Pete Overzet. He acted like I didn't exist. So I'm not hurt though, I promise.
That was pretty amazing, actually, hearing that. I know he was trying to say, but it was cool to be the only one given credit for this. So I enjoyed that. So
I'm not bitter at all, I promise.
Yeah, I'm just glad you're here as the Robin to my Batman, as the Luigi to my Mario, as the little annoying fish that swim around to Aquaman. I'm just happy to have you here, man.
Glad I could be here.
No one I'd rather do it with. But tonight, first weeknight installment of this, and we're gonna do what we always do, and that's draft a dinger. So we'll keep an eye on the lobbies to see if we can get an empty one. So we'll wait a little bit for that. But I guess in the meantime, we can kind of cover some exposure stuff if you guys have any interest in that. So I've got and I've just filtered strictly by the dinger. I'll go ahead and zoom in a little bit here, make it a little bit easier to see. That's a little bit too far. But here are my pitchers. So I've drafted a total of 83 pitchers. I've done 90 teams so far, and this is kind of the top of the board for me with exposures. So noticed I was like drafting Jose Soriano like all the time, just all the freaking time, and started to back off him a little bit. But I don't know, Brad, as you take a peek at these exposures, what do you notice? Anything you want to laugh at and make fun of me for?
Just looking at the top of there's not a whole lot to laugh at, unfortunately. It actually looks a lot similar to mine. I think we like a lot of the same guys. The only guy I may not be as high on is Gilbert, just because I kind of take some of the other guys around there. But I know you kind of focus on him typically. I may be higher on Reagan's due to that, and you may be higher on Gilbert. But outside of that, it's pretty similar. I saw Bradish had a big game today.
Mm-hmm.
His velocity was up. Yuri Perez had a big game yesterday. So some of these guys that started a little bit slow, at least showing a little bit better today. So that's good. And then you got Bryce Miller pulled up there, who I think I sent you a text about, kind of making fun of you.
Yeah.
So,
it was a hope and a dream, right?
Yeah.
The chips in your elbow is usually not good, and then he comes in, he's got an oblique thing, and he can't even throw a bullpen today. So probably just going to have to.
You should probably slow down there.
Yeah. I think this was accidental. Like at one point I was at like 28% on him. I'm like, what am I doing? So I've really backed off on him. Hilariously, I drafted him probably 7 hours ago. So this note about his bullpen session getting scrapped an hour after that seems a bit fortuitous for how things have been going for me. But the Sandy Alcantara number is because of you, basically.
You're welcome.
He's looked really. He looked really good in his last start, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yeah, no, he did.
He
He's
dazzled.
he's played or he's looked well. I mean, real quick, Topes is in here for the first time. So nice to see you, man. And then Billy made a good point, which I think is very true. You and I have been, I think, talking too much, and I think we're like swaying each other, which is absolute disaster because both of us suck anyways. And now
True.
we're just combining our suck plays, and
Yes.
it's
But
like it's just not good.
what if it's like, a double negative makes a positive? What if like the two of us combining to suck is actually going to be a good thing?
I don't know. It's like we have 300 entries though, because we're like a
Yeah,
team.
yeah, okay. That's definitely not the case.
I'm just kidding. I'm
There
just kidding.
are I'm just trying to look at guys. Oh, I've drafted Kyle Leahy twice. I don't know what's wrong with me. Like I'm
Who
just
is
scrolling.
that?
I'm just scrolling
Have
down.
you drafted? I'm just going to call him Liberace, but I don't know what
No,
he's
no.
the guy
Liberatory.
from.
No, I have
Yeah,
not. I have not.
I just started tapping him. Mick Abel, I think I did a little bit of. Kyle Harrison, I've been a fan of mostly because Sheep tells me I'm crazy and I just want to prove him wrong. So
Mm.
I draft Kyle Harrison because he has a filthy changeup now.
I'm a big fan of drafting guys purely out of spite. I like that.
That's pretty
Yeah.
much the way to go.
Yeah.
So here's your infield. I think my highest owned guy is Ivan Herrera as well. Yeah, it's just more of the same crap where we just draft the same people. So
I think
this
we're
is
also using, we use easy stuff. We
yeah.
see kind of some values that are present there, and I'm not going to give away all the sauce, right?
Mhm.
EZDFS.xyz if you guys are curious for his ranks and stuff. But a lot of these guys I was actually pretty heavy on before, before that. Like I was targeting Herrera, Chapman, Riley, not Neto so much, but Goodman, Okamoto,
Yeah.
Tovar. I've, Mookie Betts is one of my favorite early round targets. So, I'm pretty flat. I haven't really taken like a huge stand on anybody.
Yeah.
And I want to change that a little bit. Like I really want to commit to a couple of guys and get, maybe 25% plus of a couple of
Are
guys just to be a little more condensed.
are you wanting to commit on the upper echelon of those guys, somebody like Riley, Chapman, Nato, or are you wanting to do it more on the back end, somebody like Herrera slash Rutschman?
I think probably
Um,
on the back end. I
okay.
don't want to make a habit of fading guys at the top too much. That just feels like a potential recipe for disaster.
Yeah.
Um, so I want to, I have a lot of Riley and Neto, and they're right next to each other. And truly, like that's a structural thing. Like usually by the time I get to them, I've got 3 infielders already, or outfielders rather. Um, if I don't have 3, I have 2. And I don't really want to draft the pitchers in that range because it just feels too expensive. I'd rather kind of get my bats. So those two have just kind of been there with how I've been building.
Yeah.
But I really like the thought of Austin Riley bouncing back, and Neto just projects really well. So,
No, I agree with you. I think I will say now that I'm pulling mine up just because we're talking, and I have kind of just due to some easy things, I've kind of changed the way I'm drafting. I guess there are the guys you're drafting I like, but my infield is just full of guys pretty much from the very end. It's like Manzardo is my top guy, then Rutschman, then Herrera. I got a lot of Vargas. I got a lot of Aranda, um, Isaac Paredes, Max Muncy, Okamoto. I mean, the highest guy I have is going to be on my first page is Chapman. He's the highest ADP guy I have. That's over 10%. So I'm kind of, I
who was
guess,
that? Sorry,
Matt
your
Chapman.
mic cut
I
out a
have
little bit.
seven.
Last guy, Matt Chapman.
Matt Chapman. I have 17%. But outside of that, there's nobody above one. What is he? 112. That's on my top page. So I'm drafting pretty heavy in pitchers and outfield still in the first 100 picks. So
Yeah, I've got 3 guys here on this list that are just absolutely horrifying with the few times I've drafted them. I did not realize I was this low on Gunner. I have to change that. I'm not really drafting Vlad again, and then only having 3 shares of Bobby Witt doesn't feel awesome.
I don't
But
have any Bobby
also,
Witt either.
Dude, it feels terrible fading him. But it's just I need infielders. So I'm gonna go ahead and hop in a dinger here, guys. We need 4 more people. 3. It's gonna fill pretty quickly. And then while we wait for that, I'll just go back to my exposures to cover the outfielders and just have you take a look at those. So give me just 1 second while I get there. Dinger. All right, so here are my outfield exposures. So 2 Angels at the top. This Trout number has really decreased. I'm only at 21% now. But again, I've been flattening out at outfield quite a bit too. But you can see just by the first page here, like what I'm doing in the first round is, especially if I'm in the back half of the draft, it's Jordan, it's Rooker, it's James Wood, it's Tatis stacked with Merrill. Like it's pretty obvious how I'm building, I think, just based on how the outfield exposures are shaking out.
And I think we talked about it, I think you and I, just in a message yesterday maybe, but you aren't really looking very much at exposure and kind of figuring out how much of your Merrills with Tatis and such, are you?
I have not done that as much as I need to. I need to do some more drafting on my laptop and have that exposure up and take a look at it. I'm not, overly concerned right now, like at this exact moment in time about that, but I definitely need to make sure that I'm keeping an eye on that. So we've got a room started already. So we've got Billy is in here in the 3 hole. You are in the 7. We've got Simmons. What's up, man? Thanks for chiming in on Twitter. Glad to see you made it in one. We've got Bobby Boucher, and then I'm in the 10 hole, Ghost in the 11th, and then Uber Vanilla. Sounds delicious. Rounding it out. So yeah.
If we missed you, let us know. I don't know.
Yes. If we missed you, please let us know. We love drafting with viewers. So
what's up, dude?
How you doing, man?
All right. So I'm up and I'm gonna get me some Kyle Tucker.
Yeah, Tucker feels really nice. On our last stream, he was my first pick. I think I had the 7 as well, and I went with Tucker. He just feels so nice.
Yeah, this is my 102 number for me, and I don't know how much I have uploaded onto the exposure, but I had 5%, so I have probably what's that? 1, 2, 3, maybe 5 shares basically of Tucker. Him and Witt, I just never get those 2 guys. So
this is a really tough spot because, like, I wanna believe that Corbin Carroll's not going to miss any time and that he's going to be fine. I essentially was not drafting him before he got hurt and fell, knowing that we're in a streamed lobby and outfield is probably going to go crazy. I think I'm just going to take the risk and draft Corbin Carroll here and just hope it works out for me.
Yeah, I mean, I think as of now, with the knowledge we have, I think that's probably the right pick, because I mean, everything points towards he'll be back by opening day. So now, is he going to be the same guy? I don't know. But I do kind of agree with you there that I think he's the guy you need to go with.
Yeah, and we've got J-Ram at 11, Ellie, then Rooker. So we're going to have a choice between Jordan and Devers. I'm just going to pair Devers with Carroll. I don't love drafting Devers this high necessarily. I don't know. Like he seems to be projecting just fine. I'm not like a huge Devers guy. But I don't know, the Carroll Devers thing, maybe it's kind of a unique pairing. Right
People
now.
love them some Roman Anthony. There went. Sorry, I had to just say that, but
yeah,
Bobby, he jumped him up, so I just needed to kind of mention that real quick. Let's see. Do I want? It's going to be I'm going to keep trying to get some more James Wood because you've kind of convinced me that my less than 2% wasn't enough. So
Yeah, I got a little out of control with him. Hey, Bobby, we're feeling good, man. How are you? I got
we're
a
feeling
little.
great because Italy's up 7-0, and that's good for the
Yeah, it's
U.S. So
huge. That's huge.
yeah, and I get to go watch Italy now instead of fucking U.S. So fuck you, whoever that manager's name is. I'm pissed off about that. I'm going
Mark
on Friday.
DeRosa.
Yeah, Mark DeRosick can kiss my ass.
Yeah, it's kind of
So
insane that he seemingly didn't know the rules. That's pretty wild.
yeah, sorry to
Well,
interrupt you on
no,
that.
you're good. With James Wood, I feel like I was getting a little out of control on him, so I've backed off a little bit. But like, I mean, the dude is he just freaking mashes the baseball, and yeah, he strikes out a ton. So he very well could have multiple weeks where he's a virtual zero. Um, I don't know. I'm excited to see how he develops, and it's just like, can he take another step forward? I'm banking on that, and he just seems like a really really high week to week ceiling guy, which is
I agree with you, and I think the risk on the Nationals of anything really happening, there's nothing. So my not taking him is pure just I think he's expensive, but it's not like I think he's like PCA and maybe going to end up going, dropping to the bottom of the lineup, something like that,
right.
possibly. And it's no PCA knock. I'm very light on him, and he hit 2 homers last night. So
Yeah,
he's one of the only guys that showed up.
I have like virtually zero PCA. I've never really fully understood the Jaron Duran hate. We talked about it a little bit on our last show, and you're up right now, so I'll let you.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what the hell I want to do because I'm trying not to do what I always do, but I'm probably going to end up doing what I always do. So, oh damn.
It's so tricky, right? Like what your leans have been as you've been drafting, and you feel like I can't do the same thing over and over and over again. But at the same time, like Matt Olson might smash. Like
No, yeah, and I'm looking at my board, kind of trying to diversify. But as I'm doing it, I'm like, I only have 4 or 5 shares of Kyle Tucker, so why am I trying to diversify off of 4 or 5? Like it's just not as big of a deal. If I had, if I pull up my Jordan, who I have over 20% of, I can probably find different ways to get different on him.
Yeah.
So I just didn't want to take guys like, for example, with Tucker, somehow I have 80% Jordan with him right now. So I wouldn't want to get Jordan at that moment.
Yeah, I was pairing them a ton. I was pairing them a lot when I was drafting. I was like really heavy on Tucker for a little while. It seemed like I was pairing him with Jordan way more than I should. But again, I haven't really looked at the exposure thing. I figure just like finish these 10 actually. This is number 91 to get to 100, and then maybe for my last 50, like really really pay attention to that stuff.
Yeah. And we do have Mitch Mack, who's the number 1 pick, is in here as well. I saw him say he has 0% Roman.
Oh, sweet.
So, but yeah, between Roman and Duran, and I don't know, Roman's jumping so damn high. Duran, I want, but people just get him before I can even click him. I don't know. I'm all over the place with those 2 guys.
Yeah, it's getting a little harder to click Roman Anthony now.
I mean, I think he went at 17 or something on this last one, 15 maybe.
Yeah, I've noticed that with these these streamed lobbies or whatever, certain guys get into a lobby with you and he'll go mega early, but he's kind of creeping up into a price range where, like, I feel like I've got enough shares to where if I didn't draft him again, it's not like I'm full fading him. I'll still have some.
Yeah,
but it's getting a little harder to click him at his current price. So, are you going to take the dip on Freddie and stack him with Tucker?
Maybe I'll do that. I literally, well, hopefully I didn't do it because I've done it once before, and I don't really like Freddie. That may be my only other Freddie share I have. So,
well, you drafted George Springer.
Yeah, it's not really who I wanted, but it's who I was able to put a star on at one point.
I mean, you could have starred literally anyone else in that range better.
I know, and he was like my last choice, but he was the one right below Freeman, who I had starred and unstarred, and then I just clicked him, and I didn't want Harper, so it was Springer instead.
Every year I fade George Springer, and it feels like every year it goes terribly for me. I'm just gonna keep doing it,
Are
and
you
then
fading him this
eventually,
year?
I have virtually none. I'm not paying
Oh,
that
that's
price for.
awesome.
I'm not paying that price for George Springer.
No,
No.
but if this is the way it works out, then I feel like I just did a great pick.
Yeah, if he burns me again, he burns me again. That's fine.
Yeah,
I'll
that
survive.
sounds awesome.
Hopefully.
I don't have a lot of Springer. I mean, I think just to give you an idea, I have in the dinger just 5%. So it's
Okay.
somebody that I just kind of pulled that up. Somebody I'm not, hunting down, but I'm also okay with ending up with 4 to 6%.
I think I've drafted him a couple times. I'll pull my exposures up on my phone because I don't want to deviate from the draft. But if I'm drafting him, it's purely stacks only, I think.
Yeah, we just had a big old outfield run.
Yeah, I've been thinking of trying something a little bit different here. So I've got a 004 build with Carroll, Devers, Merrill, and Ward, which feels like pretty awesome. I'm thinking about doing a 5 outfield build, maybe
Ooh, I like it.
if I can make it work. But I'm just gonna take Zach Neto here. He just feels like the right pick, and I'm not like Jazz has fallen. That would have been almost a full round discount on Jazz. I'm just like I'm not really into Jazz. I don't. Do you have
Yeah,
Jazz?
I mean, Jazz is a guy I'll get, like maybe if he drops like that, but he's not somebody I'm hunting out. I mean, I think early on I did, but some of these guys have just taken some ADP runs. Like I don't really get Ben Rice anymore, and I used to draft him like crazy, especially in the bullpen.
Yeah,
Even somebody like I'm still taking Caglione or whatever, but I'm only taking him at ADP because half the time he's going at like 60. And so when he
yeah,
is there, I'll take him. Um,
yeah.
so
I think I'm probably.
I'm gonna kind of try not to get too far behind knowing the room we're in. So I'm gonna take Stowers.
Stowers feels fine. There goes Cags at 67. Like I
Who took him? Corey I,
I
yeah.
think I'm out.
Oh, that's Corey from. I think that's Corey from Spencer Streams. So he's in here as well.
Okay,
So,
sweet.
yeah.
I took my first pitcher there with Cole Reagans. I'm trying to get more of him.
Oh yeah. No, I love Riggins. He's probably my favorite pitcher once you get past Sanchez, and I don't have any Yamamoto either. So
I took Yamamoto for the first time today in a draft because he fell, I want to say, a full round, and I was like, this never happens. Let's just go. If I'm going to get a share, let's just get it now.
mhm.
And I did kind of I think I paired him with Woo, so it was kind of like a two elite pitcher, not quite, but like close enough type of build. I was just kind of playing with it.
Yeah. So Go said he got. I guess he ended up getting Chisholm with his belly. So that's a nice fall because he would have gotten belly at like 39, and that's a nice ADP fall for him there.
Yeah,
So
that is a nice little stack.
yeah, and then Stenlin Slater talks about having 32% CAGs, which is a good number to be at, especially as he's rising because you can kind of back off instead of trying
Oh
to play
yeah,
catch.
his closing line value on Cags is going to be insane.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because he's probably just going to keep rising and rising. And I mean, he's looked, he's been fun in the WBC. They're advancing, so we get more Cags. So it'll just be interesting to see if this price keeps creeping up. All right, you're on the clock with a 024 build.
Yeah, and let's see what I want to do here.
Wow, went down for Framber. I'm actually surprised you went pitcher there.
Yeah,
I
mean, I'm a pitcher guy more so than probably most people. I'm not ship my money type pitcher guy, but I'm, take my guys before 200 pitcher guy. And so the main thing I've been focusing on right now that's really messing with me lately is I'm trying not to just do 7, 7, 6s. And
Yeah,
it's messing with my brain. But right now on my Dinger portfolio, out of 102, like 63 of my are 776, and that just doesn't feel right. Like I feel like I shouldn't be so focused on one build. So I've been trying to do 677s and 767s, and sometimes 785s or 875s, 866. I'm just trying to do weird shit. I don't know what I'm going to do here, but I got to figure it out at some point.
Yeah, Topes asked a good question here. How often do you look at the final schedule, if at all? Honestly,
Zero.
Topes, zero. I just,
Yeah, zero.
I'm just out here drafting, man.
Nez talked about that yesterday, I think, on that show with Pete and that Matt was on. If y'all haven't checked it out, it was a pretty good little show, and he kind of mentioned that early on. And there's just too many things, and it may be like a game difference, and I don't know. If you really want to grind it all, sure, go find who's playing the Rockies, but there's 1,000 things that can change stuff, and I don't know. I just think it's a lot about luck and the way things fall and draw, basically.
Yeah,
so maybe that's wrong, but
maybe there's a micro edge there, but I think people try to equate the finals week or the finals 2 week period in baseball with week 17 in football. And I just don't think they're remotely close to the same. I don't know. There's just so much more. There's so much variance in baseball. Like literally anything can happen. I don't think that there's any major edge from targeting quote the best teams just for the finals. Like if you want to do some drafts that way, like I totally get that. And I'm not poo-pooing the strategy at all. I just, for me, I don't really care all that much. I just want to get a damn team there, and if they happen to have great matchups, great.
yes. Sorry about that. Somebody opened up my garage and my cats were out there, and I'm like, oh shit, I got to get them in. So
Oh, you're good.
I kicked them in.
Let's do a quick team recap here. So we are currently in the 9th round, and I started in the 10-hole. I've got a 1-2-5 build, so I've got Cole Reagans as my lone pitcher, and then I've got Neto and Adames as my infielders, and then the outfield is Corbin Carroll, Devers, Merrill, Ward, and Ramos. So I've got a 3-man San Francisco stack going right now. You're up, and there's a lot of purple to choose from.
I know, and you're behind me, and I just don't want to get angry, so I'm just going to do it.
You are wise, my friend. You are wise. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do here, because like I don't do a lot of 4-man stacks. So I could take Chapman here and just finish off a San Francisco stack, but I feel like I keep going to that well. I feel like I need to take a picture here. I think that would be wise. I'm just going to keep believing in Kyle Bradish. I don't care.
Hey, so go ahead. So on a side note, I know you were talking about doing 5 outfield, and I'm a little bit crazy. Take a look at my team. Do you think I can do 5 outfielders? Because I'm considering it, and it's probably not a good idea, but doesn't mean I won't do it regardless of what you say.
I mean, honestly, with those guys, like even though I will not draft Springer probably again, and I definitely am not drafting Quan. I understand how they fit into the outfield that you've got right now. I think that you could.
It's probably not wise, though.
I don't know that I would, but I'm just going to go ahead and finish off my San Francisco stack. Chapman fell a little bit. Well, no, he didn't. He's right at ADP. I'm just going to take him. So probably done with drafting Giants. I was kind of toying with not doing Chapman there and then getting like Bryce Eldridge or maybe Drew Gilbert or something crazy at the end. But I mean, man, stacking Devers, Ramos, Adames, and Chapman together just feels so great.
Yeah, no, I agree with you on that. So,
what's up, Yoshi? TGH, hello, welcome in. Thank you guys for joining. While you're here, standard housekeeping stuff. Hope you guys are having a good time. Always hope you guys have a good time hanging out with us. If you could take a quick detour and like the video, that would be awesome. Really gives the Stacking Dingers guys feedback on if what we're doing is enjoyable or not. Hopefully it is, but let us know. Subscribe to the Stacking Dingers channel. These guys do some great work. And definitely consider becoming a member and supporting these guys. If you become a member, you get access to a Discord channel where we just kind of chop it up. They've got 2 tiers. There's standard membership and then a super stacker. If you do the super stacker, they get a nice little shout out. But just another way to support the guys. So definitely like the video. Definitely subscribe to the channel. Think about becoming a member. Apparently, the Pasquatch is going nuts. So it's like the semifinals of last year all over again when he just went absolutely freaking nuke.
And I don't know if Duke is trying to mess with me here to get me to do 5, or if he's just encouraging me. I don't know.
I honestly, like, just trying to be fully objective. I think that this outfield, if Wood is that dude, you're fine.
Okay. Well, then, you know what? I'll just light more money on fire and do.
There you go.
So thanks. All it took was a little push.
Robbie Ray, I've been getting to him a little bit more lately just to try to diversify, because I was clicking a lot of Luis Castillo in this range and a lot of Tanner Bybee as well. I think I probably need a pitcher here.
How many pitchers do you have right now? 2?
I only have 2. I just think Tanner Bybee is just good. Luis Castillo is going to throw a ton of innings, and pitching in Seattle is always a good thing. I'm just like, I've never really been a Castillo guy, but like every year he's more than fine. He just doesn't really excite me.
No, I agree with you. He's boring. He's vanilla. Well, and also so is Bybee though. He's kind of.
He is. He really is. Yeah, it's not like Tanner Bybee has much more upside than Luis Castillo. Just maybe.
I can never get Shitler, or however the hell you say his name. Somebody always takes him, and I always forget to take him. And then when I do, he's gone.
Reagan's Bradish, Bybee. Let's just take the innings. I'm just gonna go. I mean, I know I just talked about how he doesn't excite me all that much, but Castillo feels fine in the 12th round. ADP 135 ish. I'm good with that. Just as a 4th arm in the rotation. I mean, he's going to throw innings, and he's going to give you useful starts here and there. So I'm good with it.
Jesus Christ! Somebody already took Sheehan. Nah, he's not taken. I was like, my goodness.
I was going to say, are you crazy? That would be insane.
Well, yeah, I'm trying to figure out. Let's see.
You've gotten pitcher for your last 5 picks.
Yeah.
Going to see if you did the triple infield stack. Oh, Wilson. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, and I didn't even see a timer, so I'm glad I started somebody because it was not timing.
I thought you might. I don't know. I don't know if you have any Ozzy Albies, but I thought you might go for like the triple Braves infield stack.
No, I got a plan for that later if he doesn't get taken. But
oh my God. You're telling me that you have a plan, Brad?
Well, yeah. I mean,
are
after you.
Slowly becoming me. That is not a good thing.
Yeah. You know what? I have a plan, Jason. And that plan is to burn my $15 on fire on stream in front of however many people are watching, probably 4 people. So,
at least we're having fun, right? It's $15 of entertainment, right?
Yeah. Well, crap. And now that I'm on 5 outfield, I can't take my favorite late outfielder that we were talking about this morning. That I sent you the chat GPT to.
You can do whatever the hell you want.
Nope, I'm tied to 5 outfield now.
Okay,
you told me to do it. That's what I'm doing.
All right.
So I'm a man of my word if I'm anything.
Okay.
Watch me take Chase DeLauder or something here in a little bit.
Oh my God, that would be the most fraudulent thing you could possibly do with with how you're building this team and who I know you like kind of at the end there.
Yeah. Well, and if I had somebody to do it, I would. But ChatGPT told me he's basically Austin Riley light, and I got pretty excited.
Yeah, that gets me too excited. I don't like it. We'll hit on who this player is later in the stream. We don't want to give away all the goods in round 13 when we've got a 20th rounder to talk about. But
oh, don't make me draft Jack Clarity again. I cannot keep doing that.
Yeah, he's just always there. Oh, he's gone. There you go. Wrecker saved you from yourself, Brad.
I know. So now,
while you're thinking about your pick here, I genuinely don't know what to do with Jeremy Pena.
I'm taking him when he falls, but I kind of have gotten a feeling for where he falls to. And so it's not yet, but after 160-ish, maybe 170, I've taken him a handful of times.
Okay.
I mean, he has a fractured finger. Now we do know this is the Astros, so he probably got his arm amputated.
True.
But if he still has an arm, I do think he'll be back within, I would say, 4 to 5 weeks. There's Duke Dean. He's saying, look at him. He did a 5 outfield build with D. Lauder and Stanton. He is like my spirit. He's who I want to be when I grow up.
That is risky. I'm going to take Trevor Rogers here. I don't have too much of him. Just kind of one of those guys I'm trying to diversify a little bit and have some of. But man, he looked awesome in the 100 and some odd innings that he threw last year.
I know, and you just ruined your team by taking him. So thank you.
My team is fine. Okay, Trevor Rogers isn't going to kill me. It'll be okay. Relax. I don't really love many of the infielders in this range. I feel like I've been drafting Gleyber Torres way too much. This Sal Stewart price it's gotten
pretty high.
Yeah, it's gotten a little.
McLean, Sheehan. We were talking about Cags earlier. Trying to see if there's anybody else. Those are kind of the main ones that jump out to me lately.
I'm gonna go ahead and take a guy for the stack here, and I know that he's got an injury issue, but it's not outside of the realm of possibility for Jackson Holiday to be there opening day. And if he misses 1 or 2 weeks, I mean, it's not like that's gonna kill me at ADP 160 or whatever. I don't know. Just wanted to stack him with Taylor Ward. That could wind up being a terrible decision, but just thought I'd give it a shot here.
And I just don't have a lot of Sal Stewart, so I'm going to get me some more.
There you go. Yeah, I actually saw him last year. We took my daughter to her first baseball game, and it was Nashville Sounds versus Louisville Bats. Is that Cincinnati's AAA affiliate? I think
you're asking the wrong person, dude.
Yeah, whoever their AAA affiliate is. But Sal Stewart hit 2 home runs in that game, and the sound of the ball hitting his bat and the velocity at which those balls left the stadium, I immediately was like, oh no, I'm drafting this guy in best ball. Like literally 2 at bats, and I was like, I'm in love with this guy. So I feel like I drafted quite a bit of him in the bullpen, and I started to do that here in the dinger, but I backed off as he went up. What's up, Henny Penny?
See, Jason, Henny Penny thinks we're both amazing, unlike Matt, who thinks just you're amazing. So
I would ask Henny privately if he could give me an idea of who his favorite of the 2 is. All right. Let's see. I've got a 5-4-5 build here. You're about to come up.
Who took Billy? I hate you, Billy. I hate you. He took Drake Baldwin, which is what I wanted to get for my 3-man, and he just said nope.
Sometimes it's your friends that do you the worst,
I mean, yeah.
Billy's
not a friend anymore, but whatever.
He was. Henny said my favorite is Jason. That's it.
Fuck Henny.
That's all I need.
Fuck all of you. I hate this shit. My ego cannot handle this.
There we go.
I'm even
All
off
right,
the
thank
show.
you.
He just took me off again.
Oh, I'm on the clock.
damn.
I need to pick a bad
Oh,
player.
good.
Hold
Maybe
on.
you'll screw up your pick.
I probably will. I actually don't really know what I want to do here. Let's see. I haven't taken Okamoto in a little while. I feel like I've been clicking Jordan Beck too much. Let's take Okamoto here.
And then Bobby Boucher takes Jack Law. I mean, this lobby sucks. I hate this lobby.
This lobby sucks. I'm the favorite. It's just you're in hell right now.
It's literally, yeah, terrible day. Terrible day. Oh, on a positive note, I know a guy, I don't know if you still draft him, but somebody that may have hurt you because I like it when you get hurt by things.
That's me.
Are you drafting Brandon Lau this year? Because he is hurt again, and I feel like you're always on him, so that would be kind of cool if you were
A
hurt
little
by
bit,
Okay.
not much. I've been drafting him a little bit more lately, which
Good.
sounds about right. I draft him a little bit more, and then his oblique explodes. So
Yeah.
that just kind of feels like par for the course situation. I'm gonna take either Tovar or you know what? I'm gonna take Chris Bubich. Screw it.
God damn, you suck.
If I didn't take him, Bobby Boucher would have, right, Bobby? I don't know. He picked Sal Perez pretty quickly. Let's just go ahead and pretend he would have, just to make you feel better. Why so serious, Joe in chat saying Mike Burrows is going to be a surprise for a lot of teams. I've been drafting him a little bit lately.
Me too.
I've been really trying to spread out at pitcher late. Like I had too much Senga. I have too much Bryce Miller. So I was started with Arrighetti. I don't have much of him now, but Burrows is one of the guys I've been targeting a little bit lately.
Let's see.
I love it when it comes up to you and you just got screwed 4 times in a row. So you're just like, I'm just going to take a bad White Sox pitcher. That brings me joy.
Well, you're right, because I was literally looking and I was like, what bad player do I want to take? And I was like, I haven't taken Shane Smith for a while, so might as well take that draft 5 dude that got lucky and is probably going to be garbage this year. So that's what I did, because I'm hoping the guy I really want falls to me, and if somebody takes him, I'm going to scream.
I'm having a really enjoyable show today,
And I'm not.
I feel like the last time we did this, your team was so much better than mine. You weren't drafting like me, so I mean that makes sense. And
let's be honest, let's look at our teams at the end, and I'm probably still going to win that battle.
Is there a way to do a poll in chat? Sheep, can you do that? Figure it out. You got 4 rounds. Get on
this
it.
This isn't even fair though, because this is like the very first time you even have a shot at beating me, and now you're trying to get a poll up. Again, he'll probably figure it out because it's just not my day, but whatever. So,
I want a poll. I want anyone who votes for you banned. That's what I want.
Well, I don't think you have to worry about that because I think you're the fan favorite. So, I'm just gonna go cry myself to sleep.
Ryan Weathers has been a really interesting case too. If
his arm doesn't fall off, he'll probably be pretty good.
Yeah, it's a big gigantic if. Another guy I really want to draft a lot is Shea McClanahan. It's so hard for me to believe that he's going to throw more than 140 innings or 130 innings. And with arm issues, I'm having trouble buying back into him, being elite again. I have drafted him a bit, and hilariously, if you wanted to go 6th outfielder, the guy that we were referencing earlier just went to Wrecker at 197.
Yeah, I just saw that. Cam Smith was the guy I was texting him about this morning. Apparently,
ChatGPT thinks that Cam Smith is a light version of Austin Riley. So I'm in just from that. I don't need any other research, just based off of that.
Yeah.
JMC, what's up, man?
What's up, JMC? And Bobby Boucher, he gives me some highlights there and says, I can't be the worst team because somebody else has drafted Green, Profar, Pena, and Snell. So I hope that guy's not in here because I'm not trying to be mean, but maybe I can't get last.
Seems risky. Yeah, seems
Yeah.
risky.
And then Mick Abel. Have you done Mick Abel? I think I've done him once. I don't really even know who he is, but I've done it one time.
I haven't, but wasn't he like a huge prospect for the Phillies? Is that right?
I don't know. I don't know. But TGH just literally asked the question everybody's been wanting to ask. And yes, I do.
That doesn't surprise
So,
me at all.
yeah, I sleep in this. I wake up in it. I shower in it. You know, whatever it is, I'm in it.
Use it as your towel. Yeah, got it.
I work out in it when I go for my runs. I'm always in a polo.
Perfect.
Yeah. I like people to look at me.
This is the first installment where I haven't been wearing a polo. I abandoned.
I know.
polo.
I'm pretty disappointed.
You know, I was just trying to be comfortable. You know.
See, I'm comfortable in polos. I don't know. It keeps me.
To Jason sleep in a Trout jersey. Listen, if he wins me money this year, I just might do it. And nothing but I might just walk around the neighborhood in just a Trout jersey. I don't know. I mean,
That's not a pretty sight. If it's
no,
just a Trout.
God, no. Literally nobody wants to see that. I'm gonna go Jonathan Aranda here and finish out my infield.
Who is Song Sun Moon? I don't know who he means. Is that like an actual dude, or is that like Muncie or something?
Is he in the pool?
I don't know. Is that the dude that's like a switch-hander guy? Or a switch thrower?
Sung Moon Song. He is on the Padres, apparently.
Shut up.
I don't know
Sorry, my cat.
anything. You're good. I don't know anything about that player. I'm gonna have to look into that individual. All right, Brad, you're on the clock. You're drafting an infielder. Who is it? Jake Berger. There you go.
He's been smashing, by the way.
Yeah. I need to get him more in stacks. I don't know that I want to draft him as a one-off.
Well, you don't like money, so there's that.
I mean, you've seen me draft, so yeah, that's a true statement. I can't decide if I want to go. This is probably a 7-7-6 team, but I got to start hunting for outfielders. Okay, so let's have the discussion about late round outfielders, knowing that Cam Smith is gone. Is there anyone not named Tyler O'Neill? Because I'm not drafting Tyler O'Neill. Actually, I have a Baltimore stack. I might draft Tyler O'Neill. No, I won't because Mitchell just did it. Mitchell, come on, man. We're trying to have a good time, okay?
I mean, first off, Jordan Walker's dead, so don't worry about him. Brandon Marsh is fine. Evan Carter's fine. Austin Hayes is fine. Justin Crawford's fine.
Austin Hayes is not fine.
Cam Zone. Actually, you know who I'm getting on is Carson Binge.
Okay.
Like or actually, you know what? Go to your roots, man. You got to finally draft.
I might do it. I might do it. I really this feels like the spot because I might be able to get away with this outfield. So I could do like a 8-7-5, but there's not really like two pitchers at the end here that I want to take. I don't know.
What if I just took that guy right now just to piss you off and go away from what I said I was going to
do? That would be extremely spiteful, but then I would just take like Zach Veen or something and just have fun, you know?
Yeah.
Even though he may not play this year.
Well, I'm so focused on like trying to get my Tope says, yeah, you should draft Joshua Baez. That's who I was tweeting about this morning when I realized that, you know, somebody stole my phone, has been touting Jordan Walker for like 2 months. So
yeah, somebody totally unrelated to you was talking about him a lot. Now you were drafting him mainly in the bullpen. You haven't really been doing it much.
I haven't been doing it much lately now. And hey, jumping back in the chat, because kind of a fun question. JMC says, if you need to take 100% of one player at their ADP in all 150 of your drafts, who would it be? I like that question.
Ooh, that is a really good question.
And I probably need to think about it for a minute, but
yeah, let me draft a pitcher who's going to get hurt, and then I'll answer that question.
Is it Bryce Miller?
He's Framber. We're not talking about that. Like Yastrzemski, I can't do it. I don't know. I'm not a believer.
Dark Sheep said William Contreras, but that's like a homer pick, so nobody really cares.
You know what? Max Meyer is
I like that. I
freaking
like it.
awesome, and I
I've
don't
drafted
have
him.
any of them. I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. But I did queue up a guy that I've drafted a little bit of. And I think Luis Heel is a little bit under the radar. I think. I don't know, but what do you have any thoughts on the former Rookie of the Year?
God damn, I feel like I need to take an outfielder. I'm such a pansy.
Don't do it.
Hang on.
Don't do it.
But
Don't
my
do it, man.
infield's kind of dope. I mean, Riley, Olson, Contreras, Sal Stewart, Christian Walker, Jake Berger. I mean, I have bombs for days. It's just going to be like 40 home runs from everybody.
I'm gonna listen to Henny. I'm gonna draft Dylan Beavers.
So you like to draft Tyler O'Neill's backup? Cool.
Tyler O'Neill is going to rip a hamstring on the third day of the season. Okay. This is basically a 5 outfield team anyway. So it's like, let's just take young Dylan Beavers and see what happens here. Like literally, I can't do Evan Carter again. I can't put myself through that torment. Lars Nootbaar doesn't have feet that work. So he's out. There's nothing that you can do to get me to draft Andrew Benintendi.
I've drafted Evan Carter,
cheap.
JMC. I'm just going to I think I'm going to take Jason's guy because I like to draft good players, and Jason's not on one this year, which means he won't get hurt. And yeah, I'm just going to draft somebody that's good. Does that hurt?
If he Car Park, I do have a little love for Owen Casey. I just don't know if he's going to be up right away, and he strikes out a lot.
Yeah. These guys, by the way, everybody was mentioning good guys. Cedric Mullins, I think it's good. Evan Carter, I've done it plenty.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of on like a Mitchell Cam Smith thing right now. And you know me, I do this shit for like 3 days, and then I forget they exist.
Yeah, I do that too. I just have phases. Like with me picking Dylan Beavers here, if it goes terribly, I can just blame Henny and Penny. Wait, he did call me the favorite though. I probably shouldn't do that. I shouldn't do that.
See, Henny, that's why you should like me, because I don't.
Nah, Henny, we're good. We're good. No, it's not your fault if he's bad. But yeah, I can't do the Tyler O'Neill thing. But if Garrett Mitchell actually stays healthy and has the season this year, I might freak out. I might actually freak out because I had quite a bit of him last year, and I think I was in on him a little bit the year before that too, and it's just not ever worked out, unfortunately. So,
well, that would be great. Somebody drafted Kobe Mayo at the last pick. Wow, he's been smashing too.
The draft is finished. Let's see if I can get this reloaded.
Has that Honeycutt dude hit another home run? Because I know he was like 4 for 4 with 4 home runs. Is he up to 5 for 5 with 5? Anybody? Just curious.
I have no idea. Genuinely, no clue. Let me go back.
He's not in the player pool because I've looked.
All right.
Yes, thank you, Ghost. That was a lot of fun for all you guys in here. I think.
How much
do we love Brad? That is a lot. No,
that was the poll?
Oh wow. Well, like, see, you know what? I got 11 votes. I'm just so popular. Can't help it. You weren't even mentioned. You loser. And the only options were great options. Maybe that's why we only had 11 votes.
Where is the neither? Neither of these options.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, let's do quick team recaps. I want to touch on people in chat, so I want to do a little bit quicker than we did last time. So I'll just run through mine, and I'll just give a self grade here. From the 10 hole, I built a 7.76 pitching staff: Reagans, Bradish, Bybee, Luis Castillo, Trevor Rogers, Chris Bubich, and Max Meyer. Or Mayer. I can't remember if I'm saying that name right. Sorry. I should probably know that. Infield, Zach Neto, Willie Adames, Matt Chapman, Jackson Holiday, Kazuma Okamoto, Kyle Manzardo, and Jonathan Aranda. And then the outfield is Corbin Carroll, Rafael Devers, Jackson Merrill, Taylor Ward, Helio Ramos, and Dylan Beavers. The Dylan Dylan Beavers pick could probably be someone like a little bit more secure with playing time. But like, I feel like my 5 outfielders are strong enough where I can just take a little bit of a risk there. I like this team. I don't know that I love it necessarily. I feel like the pitching staff, like Reagans and Bradish, really need to carry.
Yeah.
Or like one or two of these guys at the end really needs to break out to make a difference. I think it's a fun team. I don't hate it. I don't love it. Let's look at yours. From the 7-hole, 776, Framber Valdez, Yuri Perez, Chase Burns, Robbie Ray, Zach Gallen, Shane Smith, Jose Soriano. Infield, Matt Olson, Austin Riley, Wilson Contreras, Sal Stewart, Christian Walker, Jake Berger, and Isak Paredes. And then the outfield is Kyle Tucker, James Wood, George Springer, Kyle Stowers, Stephen Kwan, and Garrett Mitchell. How do you feel about your team?
I'm not in love with it, but it is what it is. Sometimes you draft bad teams, and it's probably not going to advance. But my pitching's a little bit weak. Honestly, I'm just a little bit weak everywhere. So just a tad.
Yeah, I don't think any position like sticks out as abundantly strong, but I don't know that any of them are like, oh, these are terrible. I think the infield is probably, I don't know how to feel about the infield, honestly. And that's I don't have much Walker, Berger, or Paredes, so it's just like, maybe I need to get on these guys a little bit more.
And see, I draft those guys all the time, so
do you?
I'm like perfectly fine with it. So
Mitchell Mackey here, he was in chat with us, so he had the first overall pick with an Ohtani team and built a 6-7-7. Pitching staff is Crochet, Cease, Kirby, Pepio, Woodruff, and Suarez.
Infield, I like it as long as Woodruff stays healthy.
That is the absolute key. And Kirby needs to take a step forward. Infield, Alonso, Eugenio Suarez, Matt McClain, Will Smith, Brandon Lau, Ryan O'Hearn, and Kobe Mayo. So we got a scroller here in Mitchell. And then outfield, Ohtani, Teoscar, O'Neill Cruz, TJ Friedel, Dylan Cruz, Tyler O'Neill, and JJ Bleday. I probably would have had the 7th outfielder be a pitcher personally. But I mean, it's an interesting team for sure. Like Crochet and Cease at the top feels pretty fun.
No, I think his pitching's good. Scroll down a little bit again, real quick.
Yep.
Just an overall recap. Yeah, pitching's good. Infield, top guys are good. A little bit of risk there at the bottom. I don't know how much Mayo is gonna, if it's worth the risk on him. And then on his outfield, like you said, probably Bleday or O'Neill could have been a pitcher, but I still like the team overall.
Yeah. I think maybe it could have been a 6-8-6 with like he waited until 168 to take his third infielder.
Yeah.
Which isn't necessarily crazy. Yeah. Just maybe a 6-8-6 could have worked too. Not saying this won't. I'm just thinking about what may have worked. Our friend Billy with a 7-7-6 from the 3-hole, Skeens, Christopher Sanchez, Sale, King, Weathers, Ashcraft, Lopez. It's a fun pitching staff.
Yeah, he went real early and then he waited.
Yeah, which like if you're gonna go real early, I feel like that's the right way to do it. Like maybe I don't know, does King like help the team that much with these top 3? I love Michael King, so I think he's gonna be fine. But like you're getting scores pretty much every week from Skeens and Sanchez. So I think, you could make an argument that he only needed 6 pitchers, but it's a fun staff for sure.
Yeah, I like it.
Michael Bush, Goodman, Murakami, Simeon, Baldwin, Tovar, Eldridge. That looks like a fun infield. A lot of upside.
Murakami and Eldridge are kind of the question marks of like, if they're good, that infield's amazing. If they fail, then your infield's mediocre. Yeah, and you need the Simeon bounce back. But I'm already counting that to happen. So.
Yep. Soto, PCA, Nemo, Adele, Varsho, Rafaela. That's a fun team. And then the last one I'll cover here, our guy Simmons. Thank you again for jumping in. I don't necessarily know that we're sharks, but you know what? We have fun. Thank you for liking the video and subscribing to the channel. Yeah. Again, guys, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Consider becoming a member and supporting the Stacking Dingers guys. They do great work. So our last little team breakdown here. Simmons from the 8-hole, 767, Skubal Yamamoto, Ryan Williams, Yusei Kikuchi, Chris Bassett, and David Peterson with the staff, which is
I like it.
pretty fun. Infield, Naylor, Bregman, Swanson, Story, Torres, and Bogarts. A lot of floor there. I don't know that there's much.
Not the highest upside, yeah.
Yeah. Outfield, J-Rod, Randy Rosarina, Hap, Trout, Laureano, Castro, and Soler. Definitely some upside in the outfield there. It's a fun team too. That's awesome.
Yeah.
James D pointing out we never answered the 100% drafted player.
You go first. I'll go second. I'll come up with somebody.
Okay. Honestly, I really believe in Yuri Perez. No, take Jordan Walker's face off the screen. I probably wouldn't. I would never do 100% of a pitcher, but like I'm like Yuri Perez. The fact that I'm only at 17% on him is actually kind of insane. I need to get more. I feel like Willy Adames might honestly be my answer. Like I like the offense in San Francisco. I feel like his price, he's still a little too cheap. He's right in a range where I like to kind of kick off my infield. So, you know, if I thought about it more, may not be the answer, but I think I'm going to go with Willy Adames.
Okay. I think I'm just pulling up my exposures on the Dinger, and part of me wants to say something like Yuri or Jack Leiter, but I think doing that with a pitcher is also just a bad idea. I don't think you should own in, and if we're being serious about it, honestly, and I'll explain it for a second, but I'd probably go with Richmond. Stop it. I'd probably go with Adley Richmond, and it's purely. Coming off of a down year, just pulling him up real quick. I mean, he's had 2 big seasons. He's going to bat, 3, 4, or 5 in a pretty, what we think is a stacked lineup. And he's going to have people behind him and in front of him. Hey, there's a guy there that wants to look at his team real quick if you can, Jason.
Team 4? Jeez.
Yeah, Team 4. But no, Adley, I think, would be my guy. I don't know. I think his upside's immense. I think people are really overlooking somebody who's looked so good so far, and he was injured. So, I mean,
2024 honestly feels like his floor, you know, like in a healthy season. So
I could see him going in like at 100 next year.
Yeah. So. He didn't even get drafted in this draft, which is interesting.
Yeah.
Cheese, welcome to the MLB Best Ball streets. If you haven't checked out previous Stacking Dingers videos to get an idea of like historical strategy and stuff like that, make sure you watch some of the earlier pre-recorded stuff. But our guy Cheese was in the 4-hole. He drafted a 767. He's got Fried, Pivetta, Alcantara, Tatsuya Imai, Mitch Keller, Joe Musgrove, and Andrew Painter as the staff.
I gotta say, I'm jumping up on Imai, by the way.
Oh yeah,
he's been rising up. He threw 98 today. He looks pretty good, and I mean, everything I'm seeing, I'm surprised. I think because of what's his face Roki last year. I think people are timid on this guy because of Roki and kind of his failure. And I think he should be going maybe 2 or 3 rounds earlier, honestly. But anyways,
yeah, I have very little, if any. But with how he's looked so far, I think I might have to start working him in, especially as I diversify amongst pitchers too.
He's a guy I've been building up on currently. So.
Yep. Purple Yosh pointing out Andrew Painter is a ball knower's pick. I like that. Hopefully the Phillies just let him run as their 5th starter this year and don't hold him back at all. But the infield, Vladimir Guerrero, Bryce Harper, Trey Turner, Shea Langeliers, Ozzie Albies, and Brad's guy Jacob Wilson.
Jacob Wilson.
And then the outfield, Schwarber, Duran, Harris, Garcia, Jung-Hoo Lee, Harrison Bader, and Chandler Simpson.
I mean, I'll say for being new to MLB Best Ball, that's not. I mean, it's not necessarily a team I would build with like Wilson or Albies and Simpson and Bader, but everybody else is like guys I'm taking a lot of.
Well, and he did. He's got a couple of nice stacks here. He's got a Philly thing. He's got an Atlanta thing.
I mean, the infield has some ceiling up top. I mean, I like it. It's just I just don't draft Wilson and I don't draft Albies, but it doesn't mean I'm right. So I like it, honestly. I think he did a pretty damn good job.
You've yelled at me for like the 4 times I've taken Jacob Wilson, and every time it's like 20 picks after ADP. But
It's happened in every draft. I don't believe
It
you.
hasn't drafted. Shut up. Okay. No, this is a fun team, Cheese. Thank you so much for joining the stream and enjoying the draft and hanging out with us. I hope you had a good time. Definitely check out that little eliminator contest too if you want to do more volume and just not pay $15 a pop, because the little eliminator is really fun. The ADPs are wildly different over there on some guys, so just pay attention to that. But yeah, this was an awesome stream, an awesome draft. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Think about becoming a member of the Stacking Dingers channel. We will definitely do probably a couple more of these before the season begins, which is only 15 days away, which is insane.
Yeah. And go USA, by the way.
Yeah. I'm excited. You get to see Italy play someone in person next week, which will be cool.
On Friday, yeah. And Vinny P's coming up right now. Did you say? Yeah, he's at 3. See if he hits a 4th. But
yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. So for my trusty sidekick, Brad at BRDMC3, my name is Jason at Woo Woo J Train. This has been Jason and Brad Drafted Dinger. Thank you guys for joining us. Have a great night.
Thank you.
Jason and Brad drafted dinger, swinging for that big first place. 2 clowns chasing their yacht life, trash talk flying all over the place. Jason and Brad drafted dinger, click picks, laughing at the risk. 2 fools banking on a boat trip, 1 shot, 2 mics, same wish. Their reach was brutal. Yeah, your last pick hurt worse. 1 eye on the player queue, 1 eye on the purse. Take the vet, nah, take the rookie. Your board's cooked, your takes stink. But if that prize hits their wallet, they'll be waving from the deck with a drink. Cheers. Jason